my senior year of high school, I was watching different people create, and I almost got this like, pit in my stomach where I just felt like I want to be doing this.
When do you know, especially as being like a young entrepreneur, I have to take advantage of this opportunity? It doesn't matter anything. The composition doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I don't have enough camera work. I just have to go out there and I have to go and create something.
Yeah, I think it really comes down to, like, do you want it enough? Throughout kind of my senior year of high school, I was watching different people create, and I almost got this like, pit in my stomach where I just felt like I want to be doing this. I need to do this. I just need to find a way. When do you know? I think like if you're passionate about it, and if you are, you should go out and you should get started. Shouldn't get let anything get in your way. It doesn't matter what experience you have, what camera you have. All you need is an iPhone and Wi-Fi connection today. And I posted my first video, just my little brother filming my Little League field. I was 18 years old and posted the video, and I got 300,000 views. So if you're passionate about it, go out there and make it happen.
It's kind of weird. I feel like a lot of things in life, it's about aiming first and shooting second. But with content, it feels like it's the other way around. You just got to go put yourself out there and then just go figure it out after there. Do you kind of feel that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the most important thing for starting content is just to start to go out there to post 10 videos. You don't need to know exactly where you're going, but go out there and, first see if you even like to do it. And then from there, continue to get better every time. And then as you go, zero in on your niche and what makes you different.
How do you know you were getting better to start? Not just by following, but by product. Because, you have such an easy opportunity to create viral content. You could just have umpires throwing people out or umpires making very dramatic calls, and you kind of more lean into the people rather than, glamour moments. How do you know that you're kind of improving at what you're trying to accomplish?
Yeah, I think a lot of it, is the feedback from the people watching, and that was very important from us that we be, the positive side of sports officiating. There's enough negativity out there, and I want to create something positive. I love this as a part-time job. I recommend it. There are amazing stories to tell. So yeah, I think that's very much at the core of our success. And for improving, it's just continuing to get better every video, trying to fix one small thing. It's networking and forming groups with other creators and learning from them and just improving a little bit every day.
You're not a professional umpire, but in a lot of ways, when people think of umpiring, they're going to think of the umpire channel. Do you ever feel like a responsibility to represent all umpires? I don't even say properly, but in a certain way that you know that as a whole they'd appreciate.
Yeah, I think so. I think that comes back to showing the positive side that, we don't do controversial calls or, post an umpire's bad game. We do the positive. We tell people stories. We tell interesting stories. We show up, sports from a perspective that people haven't seen before. So, yeah, I think, our responsibility is to be a positive voice for sports officials and really just hone in on telling all of the amazing things that go with officiating.
What is something that all good umpires have in common, no matter the sport?
I think yeah, the ability just the ability to get better every game, to go to just at the end of each game to really just look at your mistakes, move past it, and just continue to learn and improve.
How, because you are in the sphere, do you ever take it a certain way when you go online and you see people bashing the refs, or when you see athletes doing it? Like, because you know them so well, how do you respond to that?
Yeah, I don't think I take it personally. I think, a lot of the negativity you see out there, no one would ever say that to you in person. They're kind of commenting because they're behind a anonymous wall. And like, we get negative comments when, we post a day in the life of an NHL referee, and, they're saying, oh, the refs are blind. And, like, that's not substantial at all. Like, just move past it. But what we do also get is so many comments from people who say, I love your videos. You've really shown me that I can become an umpire, and I've been umpiring for the past year, and it's been an amazing part-time job.